Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are doing your weekly tarot. This is good for January 24th through the 30th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you are enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's see what we have for you this last week of January. Butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. It's also the number 11. So it's a master number. And you know, Capricorn, you have really been moving away from this energy of overgiving, overworking yourself, finding yourself and finding your self-worth within yourself. And Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. I feel like this is a huge transformation that you have been working on for some time back, I would say probably the last at least 6 months, just really kind of working on this. And I feel like you're kind of like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. Now, I can't remember. I'm trying to think. Maybe it was Gemini. The energy that it takes a lot of work for the butterfly to come out of the cocoon, right? I mean, it really is almost like, a human or an animal birth, where the butterfly has to fight out of the cocoon and really use the power of the wings in order to break the cocoon open. And then, there's that whole, it has to, really flap its wings to dry them out and get them ready to fly. I feel like you've been doing a lot of that work, and it's almost like you're at this point where you can actually fly. Like the butterfly doesn't come out of the cocoon and fly right away, it's, like some animals, I don't know why they're giving me the giraffe, but a giraffe, is born and is walking like within, a very, like a minute or two. I don't know exactly. As humans, we're born and we can flail our arms and legs, but we can't walk until we're almost one, So I feel as if you're kind of like the butterfly in the fact that you could be like breaking out of the cocoon. You could even be out of the cocoon, but you're still in this energy of having to dry the wings and pump the blood or nutrients to your wings so that you can actually take off and fly. Really nice energy though. Great gratitude. This has been coming up for you a lot. And peace. Oh my gosh. I'm just so grateful for that for you, because I feel like you have had to work through so much, Capricorn, in these last 6 months. And I feel like you're kind of coming into this really peaceful energy of being able to finally fly, If you look at it, I think it's interesting. They're bringing this to me, like she's on a trapeze, or a swing or something up in the air. Butterflies, it's like you're a butterfly. You're standing on the branch and you're testing your wings. You're ready to fly, to be able to, and if you look, there's like 2 swans right there. Like you're ready to enjoy the peace. You're moving into this gratitude for what you have endured, I would say, for some time, but especially these last 6 months. I know you've really been working on this. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. So that would be what, it would be about what you would have been doing around the new moon in June of 2021. Maybe think back to that, what you may have been doing back then. It's almost like you're at the end of this cycle. And butterflies, you know, they have the cycles of life. I mean, all living things do, but, you know, especially with going from, you know, like the caterpillar and cycling around into the butterfly stage. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you, Capricorn. Yes, you're stepping on, you are getting ready to fly. You are either taking off right now or you are getting ready to fly. Such a lovely energy. Such a lovely energy. Yeah, and it's kind of this energy of not holding back. I'm really getting this. Like not holding back. Like I feel like you've held back. You've held back while you were working on your transformation. You kind of held back a lot. And now it's kind of like, okay, I'm ready to put it out there into the world. So your area of resistance or obstacle is King of Cups. King of Cups is very emotional, but has control over his emotions. So your obstacle here is that, you know, you could be still dealing with some, like allowing the emotions to flow of some sort. You know, it could be fears, it could be anxiety, it could be, you know, overjoy, you know, it could be, you could be even having like a roller coaster of emotions. Like one day you're happy and the next day you're sad. It's almost as if your emotional heart space is kind of awakening. And I feel like you've kind of let that kind of, you kind of like put that to rest to the side. You quieted your heart space for a while you were trying to work on some of this other stuff. And it's kind of like almost like an awakening of your emotions. And it could be where you're kind of, you know, almost overcome by your emotions. So let's see what your advice is. Move forward. You're moving forward quickly. Like after a period, I think, of true, you know, if you think about the butterfly is in a cocoon, that's like being a hermit, right? Like you may have felt like you have sequestered yourself while you were working on this transformation. You just kind of like stayed in the cocoon for some time. And now like you're coming out and you're like, full steam ahead. I'm ready. I earned my wings. You did. You earned your wings. I might title it that. You have earned your wings. You have, Capricorn. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so let's see what we have. Oh, the Empress. My goodness. Yeah, you have reborn yourself. To me, this is like the Phoenix rising. You know, you are stepping onto a new path, and in this new path you are, you know, rebuilding yourself, like after a time of, oh, look at what's on the bottom, heartache, disappointment, something from the past. It's taking you a very long time. It's taking you a long time, I think, to see the different perspective of this heart, this loss. You know, when I say that, it's kind of like, you know, every dark cloud has a silver lining. That message has been coming out so long for me. Yeah, it's kind of like you're ready to move on. You're ready to beat your drum. You're ready to see what comes next. You know, and it's this energy of, I mean, not fear. I don't see fear on here. And, you know, Capricorn, you have had, you know, a lot of your readings have been based on, you know, fear, not seeing your self-worth, holding yourself back. And now it's kind of like, nope, charging ahead. I did my work. And you did, Capricorn. You really did. You did your work. And now it's kind of like full steam ahead. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, you're ready for this. You're looking at your options. You're like, okay, I came out of the cocoon. I've dried my wings. I got them flying. Here I am. I'm ready to take off. I'm ready to, I think it's interesting with the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles has to me, that sense of working with spirit. And then underneath here you have be generous of spirit. I feel as if you are, you may have for a very long time felt like you were walking by yourself. And now it's kind of like you're walking, you understand after what you've been through. Like you had to go in deep. You had to realize that you weren't by yourself. Your spirit guides and your angels were always with you. And now it's almost as if you're taking action on that knowledge. Like moving forward, but with a lot of passion, a lot of determination, inspiration, ready to move on and see what else lies ahead, but also willing to, work with others, work with spirit, especially after a time where I really feel like you were maybe a little bit of a hermit, just kind of staying isolated. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm ready to socialize. I'm ready to be around other people. I'm ready to see where this next chapter leads, and realizing that, you may not have the plan and you're actually okay with that. Whereas I think your readings for like the last 6 months, it's been like you want to know exactly what the plan is. You don't want to make a move unless you know how it's going to work out. And all of a sudden you're kind of like, that's fine. Throw the plan book out. I'm ready to go. Let's go see what life has to offer. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, the moon. Yeah, Three of Swords. This energy is still with you. So, I'll look at that in a minute. Yeah, this is, you could be dealing with a Cancer, maybe Pisces or Scorpio. There's still some fear about showing your emotions, allowing your emotions to flow. And especially, the Three of Swords is on the bottom of both of these. Oh, King of Cups is here. Two of Cups. Yeah, this energy is still here. So, I feel as if you're not, I think this King of Cups has something to do with somebody from the past. It does not have to be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It's somebody, though, that you have a strong attachment to. You're not really sure of this person, maybe their motives. There's some fears, underlying fears attached with this person. That could be for a variety of reasons. But there's this emotional attachment with this person. And I feel like you don't necessarily understand it all. You may not understand this person completely. You may not even I feel like it's more like you don't understand why you are emotionally drawn to this person. Because I feel like you're not with this person. I think this person may have like broken your heart. And you're not really sure like why this couldn't work out or what went wrong. And your area of resistance is that you worked on healing it, perhaps. You're working on moving away from it, but it's almost as if it's I want to say like, it's almost as if you just want to know what is going on with this person. Oops. Yeah, I think you just want to know what is going on with this person, not just like you may even know what they're doing in their life or whatever, but it's kind of like what is going on in their heart space, right? It's kind of like what's underneath in that person. And I think the good thing is that you've decided in some way to be grateful for whatever this relationship was and to move on from it. It's kind of like this energy of, I don't get it. I wish I got it, but I don't get it. And I'm going to be okay with that because I'm ready to move on. You know, you may have waited a while, waited for this person. You know, while you were going through your work, your inner child, all of that, you may have been waiting, maybe a little bit secretively, for this person to come back or something like that. There's emotions there. There's emotions, and I feel like maybe the emotions are on both of your sides, but for some reason there's emotions, but you can't get it to work out in some way. And I feel like you've just gotten to this point where you're at peace with it. You're grateful for this experience with this person, what they did bring to your life. And it's kind of like a really mature energy that I'm getting. It's kind of like, I'm going to be okay with it and I'm going to move on. You know, be generous with spirit. Be generous of spirit. Be generous of spirit. Could be a Leo. It's this energy of wishing them well and then moving on. You know, that's sometimes the hardest thing to do, is to wish somebody well. You know, and to know that, you know, okay, we are going to go our separate ways. I'm getting in my chariot. Look at, she's in the chariot. She's by herself. Like, I'm getting in this chariot and I'm going on my path. Like, I've waited long enough. I've done the healing. And I thought maybe when I was in my cocoon doing my healing, you know, this person might come back. There might, you know, and it's kind of like, okay, I know. I think the thing is that, you know, you can't move on. You can't get in the chariot and move away until you say to yourself, I have to leave this behind. You know, it's funny because on the board, they look like this. You know, she has her back to the King of Cups. She's like, I'm moving away. I'm moving away. I've done my healing. I've gone inside. I've done my healing. And now I'm ready to move away. And I think that it's been, I have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this has been your energy for a while. This is why it's in your area of resistance, is because, you know, one day you're like, I'm going back and I'm going forward. I'm going back. I'm going forward. You know, I love them. I hate them. That, you know, that type of energy. And now I feel like you're getting into, your advice from Spirit is get into the chariot, move away. So let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then maybe I'm wrong. Okay, Tower, King of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. You know why you get in your chariot and move away? You suddenly realize that this person has been holding back your whole relationship or knowing each other. They've been holding back the whole time. Look at this. Oh, so interesting. And I know you're not an air sign, but look at this. Like the king and queen are looking at each other as like you and whoever this King of Cups is. I think it's very interesting that we keep getting these pairs here, right? But look at this. That's in between the Seven of Swords secrets, and the Four of Pentacles holding back, fear. Both of these are fears. There's fears, like you're looking at each other, but there's all this air energy, right? There's all these fears up in the head. And then on the board, we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This is the energy of love, of flowing emotions, right? It's you getting into, okay, this is the way it's coming to me, is that you suddenly get the clarity that you have been looking for, that the two of you are not going to work out because there's too much stuff in the middle. Too much fear, anxiety, secrets, betrayal. Too much stuff in the middle. You can be looking at each other. You can be making goo eyes at each other, right? But it's not going to work because there's too much stuff in the middle and there's no cups here, right? It's somebody's holding back money, holding control over the money. There's somebody holding secrets here. There's not a lot of sharing of emotion. Like you instantly see that you have been waiting for somebody to return that isn't going to love you. What you're waiting for is a King of Cups. You have become the Queen of Cups. You are finding the inspiration and the determination to go after what you want. And here's the Empress. You have the Empress in the outcome here. Like, it's kind of like, no, I can't wait around for somebody that is all up in their head and has the fear and holding on to their money or whatever it is, right? It's kind of like, no, here's your advice. The universe is saying, get in your chariot and go, because you have answered the call. You have answered the call. You are seeing the light that you are. You're shining your light brightly. You're stepping into this loving, nurturing individual that you've always been. But when you're with that person, you get more into your Queen of Swords energy and see everything as like black and white, numbers and analyzing, lots of analyzing, right? And here, what you're really wanting is love. It's so interesting. I think that the person you were with was very intelligent, maybe had a really good sense of humor, but very analytical. Maybe had certain like standards or expectations, for the people around them, maybe even for themselves. But it was all kind of analytical. And all of a sudden you're realizing that that's not who I am. I'm this loving person. And you've done the work to step into this. I think when you were with this person in the past, you were in your Queen of Swords energy, which is all up in the head, right? And now you're back into your heart space. Like this person took you out of your own element and now you've done the work. Now you're back to your Queen of Cups energy. And I know you're not a water sign. I'm just saying that you're back into your heart space. You've done the work. You've come out. The caterpillar was when you were all up in your head, making decisions and over-analyzing everything, looking closely at the money, right? Everything, no, it has to be this way. And then all of a sudden you went into the cocoon, you did the work, you looked at your inner child, you healed some of these wounds, and now you're coming out of the cocoon as the Queen of Cups. You're back into your heart space. You're looking for joy in your life. You are so grateful for everything that you had. When you were the Queen of Swords, you were looking at everything from a I don't have type of energy. I have this, you have that, so-and-so has this, analyzing who has more, who has less, trying to see where you fit in. And now it's just kind of like, it doesn't matter. I love everybody. I love what I have. I love my life. I love everybody in it. Wow, wow. What a transformation. Okay, so let's go to this Empress energy. I just can't imagine it gets any better. This is, yeah. Wow. You know, the thing is, you have the Page of Swords, the World. This clarity is bringing you into a whole new chapter, into finishing out this chapter. You're moving out of an energy of a lack, a mindset of lack and heartache. Look at this, the Three of Swords and the, you know, feeling left out, feeling lack, feeling like the universe has forgotten you. Because here, be generous of spirit, right? You're taking action. It's as if you were almost waiting for somebody to save you. And now, you know, you were in the cocoon. You were waiting, maybe even when you were the Queen of Swords, waiting for somebody to save you. Maybe you wanted the King of Swords to save you. From what? I don't know. You know, financial security, you know, stable lifestyle, a happy home, you know, whatever it was, you thought maybe that, you know, somebody, you wanted somebody to save you. You wanted somebody to build your life for you. And now, oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. And now you're ready to take action. Out of all of this heartache and everything, you realize, guess what? In the end, nobody's going to build my life for me. I have to go take the action and go build it for myself. What does the Empress do? The Empress does just that. She's all the queens combined, right? She knows she has all the tools. She can manifest whatever it is that she wants into her life. And she's not accepting anything less. You know, she really isn't. Your transformation is, you know, just realizing that you get to rebuild the rest of your life after this, you know, period of maybe solitude and heartache. Like, you get to rebuild your life the way you want to. And it's nobody's responsibility but your own. And it's kind of like you get that. Like, I mean, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm taking action. I'm moving forward. I'm getting in my chariot and I'm going. And I'm building my life. Wow. You know, this is such a turnaround, Capricorn. I am so excited for you. Really excited. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Deliver your greatest gift to the world. I feel like that is what is here. Is that, you know, with the chariot, you had the judgment card, you know, the sun. It's like shining your light. You are being called to shine your light. You are being called to share your gifts and talents with the world. And when you do that, and you do it from your heart, not out of this sense of how am I going to make money out of it, right? Because that's the Queen of Swords. Like when you step into your Queen of Cups energy and you're like, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to fill up my own cup. I'm eating healthy. I'm exercising. I'm taking good care of myself. And I'm sharing my gifts with the world. It's as if you become the Empress. I mean, it's just a lovely energy. It's realizing that when you really step into this energy of doing it for the joy, right? Sharing your gifts with the world out of joy and not out of this sense of, oh, I have to do this, right? As far as, oh, I have to do this so that I can pay the rent. But even if you have to do it, whatever it is that you're doing to pay the rent, is about getting into, oh my gosh, I get to get up every day and go do this. Get into your heart space. Be grateful. Get into that energy, that really positive high vibration energy. And then it's like, wow. My angels are just like amazing me today. What can I do to make a difference? You know, oh my gosh. I'm just so grateful for them. because that's what's coming out in this reading, right? Deliver your greatest gift to the world. Deliver it with joy. And then what's the next card? You know, what can I do to make a difference? You're here, you're being called to shine your light and to make a difference in the world. You know, what is your gift? What is your greatest gift? Are you sharing it with the world? And sharing it with the joy from your heart? Like realizing that this is the real reason why you're here, is to share this gift, whatever it is. So let's see, what keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it? Such that every ounce of you screams, no more. Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Today's soul action, make a difference in somebody's life today. Big or small, because all of it makes a difference. And I feel as if, you know, you went into this cocoon. You know, you had this heartbreak. You really did, Capricorn. And you went into this cocoon to kind of think about it and process it and heal, you know, your inner child and all of that, right? All that soul work that is so important. But you went in there and you did all of that. And when you were in there, it's kind of like there was also this little seed planted within you about when you come out of that cocoon, it is time for you to shine your light. It's seeing the gratitude in this event that was very painful, that is now going to take you on a new path, because you have the Fool card here, on a new path to becoming this Empress, stepping into who you really are becoming, shining your light, shining it brightly, and shining it with joy, and making a true difference in the world. This is what you've been called to do. And you're, oh my gosh, you're so on that path. Oh, Capricorn. If this is resonating with you, I would love to hear how in the comments. You know, I think a lot of times that really does help other people on the same or a similar path. And if you have resonated, please consider liking or subscribing. And I wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.